my research in the last several years has taken a very historical turn, and I've focused primarily on the era of World War II. So I spend kind of most of my time mentally in the 1930s and the 1940s. And so this has informed the way I've understood this in at least three ways. My initial reaction to it, my sense of where we are currently, and then things to pay attention to in the future. So in terms of my initial reaction, the one thing that I was most surprised about Russia's invasion of Ukraine was how surprised everybody else was by this, right? It's like a story in the newspaper about a large country in Europe threatening smaller neighbors to take over territory. It's like, what, you might as well tell me that 2 + 2 = 4, right? This is the world we live in. While Putin's aggression in the Ukraine seems new in light of the past 70 years, in the long history of the world, there's really nothing new about this. But this is more par for the course than what we've experienced since the end of World War II. Which is not to say that it's excusable, which is not to say that it isn't tragic. And so my initial reaction was, this makes perfect sense. Like, this is the world of international relations, and as somebody who lives in the 1930s, this is just another day in the life. There's nothing particularly surprising about why Putin has done this. And if there would have been a willingness to recognize that earlier on, that when he says he intends to take over these countries, that he actually, even though he's a dictator who lies a lot, he actually is telling the truth in this instance, that he's going to do this. Just like Hitler said he's going to do these things, and nobody believed him until he did it. Having that longer-term historical perspective is useful, because perhaps if we'd have recognized this earlier on, just as if Hitler's actions had been recognized earlier on, it may not have escalated.